We have 4 books here that you can use for this course. And then we have this course outcome. So this book can be used to help you um, to solve problems in quizzes as well and in tests. So the course outcome 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So you are looking at the linear velocities and acceleration of a point. This one have problem, as I mentioned earlier, because we don't solve the point problems. Our course is more related to the rigid body. So if we want to consider still satisfied this course outcome, we're going to look at the part of systems of rigid bodies. There will be considered a point. And then the first part will be looking at the Newton's second law of motion. So Newton's second law of motion is related to the force, mass, acceleration relationship. That will be the first part of the course that we're going to solve, and currently we are doing that. And then the second part will be looking at the energy balance. If you have considered thermodynamics before, if you attended thermodynamics, then you know what I mean. So those who are not yet registered for the thermodynamics, you might do not know what it's all about. So this one is not new, just extension what you learn in medical or the course outcome 5 and 6 is related to the report, to the project. If you have visited the course playlist, there you can find other courses that I teach. In the YouTube recorded lecture, I also teach BHM, if I'm not mistaken, to 103, I think. Dynamic also subject. The detail of the course is similar what we have for your course, and the students are building their 2D mechanism. I suggest that I recommended that you should all visit their project so that you know the expectation that I ask from the student, because I don't see any differences between BHM program and BFF program. I expect that you're going to be the same thing, not only the simulation but also the hardware part as well. Any question? So today we're going to look at the simple example in the books. I mentioned about this geometry before. This is the problem that you normally have in practice. So you have a bearing below blocks with a pin, then you can attach to the slotted link where we have another power shaft, and then we have a slider there. So just put it in. This one is the slider. Right, so these are the component of the systems, and this system, the bearing below blocks will be stationary, right? And the pin is also stationary. It allows us to connect to attach the whole system here with the bearing below blocks so that the system can rotate around it. So the first thing that we need to do is to label the system to solving it. So we need to know what are the problem for this case. So I think this book is from Merriam. So this is in practice, right? The geometry is in practice, and then we identify the component, and then we have the question here. It says that rotation of radially slotted arm. So this one is slotted arm. I should write that as well. And then it's governed by the angle motions. So in this book, it says that where the angle has been defined. So we start from here, right? And then right, so that will be the value of theta. This is the value pin location, So this is a horizontal line. So this is the shaft. So we are measuring data values from the horizontal. So this data varies with time. The cubic polynomials. This data is moving in counterclockwise direction. So normally we assign something like this, counterclockwise direction. And then we have 0.2t plus 0.02t power of 3. And here you say that theta is in radian. T is time because this angular displacement, and this one is second. This will be the period from the horizontal line. Let's say it start from here, t equal to 0, and then it start to move, to displace in angular motion, where we have to determine the position vector, okay, for this problem. So I'm going to print that one, and then simultaneously the power screw. So if you haven't seen any power screw before, you can go to internet and look at how it looks like. Its position relative to the slotted arm is remain 0, right? It's always stick at that slotted arm, doesn't move, only it rotate along the axis. So there is no relative translation between the power screw and slotted arm. And then in this case, it's already mentioned that the slider has a label B and control is from O. So O here in this case is considered as the origin, right? Because may give you the value of R there. So here is R. And the slider is at this position. This one is B. So we create our own line, imaginary line there to represent the position vector. So this one will be RB. So this one in the circular coordinate system. If you want to write in Cartesian, so we have x, I plus y, j. So right now, the position vector of R is also depends on time. So we have R 0.2 plus 0.04 t power of 2. And R will be in meter and t is in second. It tells you the magnitude of velocity and acceleration of the sliders, and then the acceleration of v. So the question in the problem here is to get the magnitude of vb and magnitude of ab. So that is our problem that we need to solve.